All right, Brandon here with But First Grab a Beer. Today we are going to do a gas tank upgrade on a second-gen Tundra. I have a 2008 with the stock 26-gallon tank, and after, I believe it was 2016, they started coming out with, or started offering a 38-gallon tank upgrade. So I am going to put the 38-gallon tank in place of my 26-gallon tank. I got all the parts, which I'll list. And it should be a relatively simple swap out. There are write-ups in some of the Toyota forums. Nobody has really good pictures, and there's not a single video on YouTube doing this. So hopefully I can be that guy and give you guys a great rundown of how easy it is. But definitely it's going to be a cheaper alternative to the long-range automotive and the transfer flow, which are like $2,500 or basically over $3,000 with tax and shipping. So I'm hoping to do this for under $1,000. I hate the look, and I hate having the auxiliary gas tanks on the side. Everyone thinks it's so cool, but it's fucking lame. And I hate pouring gas when I'm camping. I got gas all over my hands, and I can't eat a taco. So I'm looking to upgrade my gas tank for Baja and other big overlanding trips. And come with me, check it out. Let's get it done. All right, first things first. Obviously, I ran the truck out of gas, so I'm very low. It's going to help to raise it up, and we'll see if this is enough. That is the 26-gallon tank. Here's the 36. So this is going to go in there. First, we got to put that bracket. I did pre-drill my frame, so I already got a little bit ahead with that, and I will put the link in the description for these bolt locations. I trusted somebody on a Toyota forum, and we will find out if they screwed me or not. Same for that side. Let's see if you can see. Right over there. So we are going to have issues on that side with the brake lines, and then on this side with the fuel lines, but a bunch of people said you could just move them, so we'll see how that looks. So first things first, we're going to crawl under there. We'll start disconnecting some of the fuel lines, getting those out of the way. Then I'll get that in place, get that bolted in. Then I can drop the old tank, see what we've got there. And once all that's good to go, I'll get the straps and everything to strap this tank. And then we'll start lifting this one up. I think it should be pretty easy. It's 12:45 right now, so we'll see how long this takes. But I'm guessing it's going to take 4 beers. But you know what to do. First thing, grab a beer.
Okay, here is how to not explode gas in your face. Relieve fuel pressure relief procedure. Remove the fuel filler cap. Remove the fuel pump relay. Under the hood fuse relay box, attempt to start the engine. It should stall. Crank several more times. Disconnect the cable to the battery. And just for reference, the image is right here.
Oh my god, I've been wrestling around with that one for a while. It was a bitch, but should be easy. Shouldn't take that long. Now I should be able to drop this whore. Well, here it is. Alright, so unfortunately, for a smooth, quick install, the person who I was following only mentioned notching out these, but you definitely have to cut off these ears as well as notch where the C part of the top part of the frame comes in. I had to cut these notches again for the top part of the C clamp. It like just was preventing it from going in there. So I cut off the top ears. I'm not using those bolt holes anyway. All right, it took a lot longer to drop that tank than I thought it would. Like always. So it was about 3 o'clock when I finished, so 12:45, so just over 2 hours. Not too shabby. Had a shot of mezcal. Now I'm on to the 2-hearted ale. Snap your beer and let's finish this job. But seriously, look at the size difference of these. It's crazy. Well, she's not helping much, but she ain't got no legs. Holy shit, where's her legs? Oh my god. What do you think? Sarah just got some giant channels and kind of just gently. All right, I lost you there for a few minutes, but the rest is very simple. You just reconnect. So you got this to whatever that box is back there. Obviously the filler neck. This goes right next to the filler neck, right behind here. Plug all that in. Then you've got the 2 lines that we're running parallel with your frame. Plug those in. And as basically I kind of lifted it up as minimally as I could while I plugged in the electrical, then I yada yada yada, you know, you kind of raise it little bit by little bit while you're able to plug in some of the things. You got to get it pretty high up there, and man, we were having some trouble getting these the bands relined up, but you just kind of have to shimmy the tank left and right and forward and backward to kind of like get it into its final position. So yeah, I just pushed all those up out of the way. There shouldn't be any issues there. Those
Have no issues, didn't have to relocate them at all. And then you're not really going to be able to see. Let's see. Yeah, you can't really tell, but those just kind of pushed out of the way, so no, you don't need brake lines or any of that crap. So yeah, the other tank ended somewhere around here, so this is all your extra 10 gallons. Oh, that was ugly. Started though, that's pretty surprising. Alright, cut off. There we go. Alright, it's been about a week, and just the other day, I had my check engine light come on. So, this is also a ad for Kenwood and their accessories, I guess, but this is really cool. Let's see. So I can go to my OEM features, I can go to vehicle info, and my check engine light is on. So boom, P0456. It just means a very tiny pinhole leak in the evap system. You know, obviously I just changed the gas tank, so it is definitely something that I did. So in terms of normally when you're checking your evap system, obviously you start with the gas cap and get more complicated. There's a lot of vacuum hoses underneath your hood, but since I just changed the tank, I know it's going to be something back there. So obviously this is not something that you want to see, but while I'm making this video, this is going to be a common thing that happens, and you don't have to freak out. First of all, this is not a major engine issue. It is just a pinhole leak in the evap system. That won't change the way your engine runs, but it does give you the annoying code. And a couple of other people online said that the vehicle skid control as well as traction control lights can come on. So let's figure out this, and we'll go back to the simplest solutions and start more simple and go more complicated. See if we can fix this. First thing first is check your fuel cap. This is the cheapest, simplest option, and oh, actually, I do have a crack there. Oh, okay. Well, I'm still going to go through the motions on the other things because this usually isn't the case. But I'm going to have to order one of these. This might be my solution right there. Cool. So step one, replace your gas cap. It's like 20 bucks. Get it done. Step two. Let's see if I can see. There's a little red thing. Maybe you can see it. I can't see. Okay, this is rock solid. I don't think that has any issues. I forgot this wasn't the connection that I messed with. It was on top of the tank, so I'll have to crawl deeper and get to that one. Okay, just kidding. It's not red, but this is that other piece. That looks pretty solid. So that looks good. Next is making sure that is tight, which I probably won't be able to show me doing it, but just double check that that is indeed seated and tight. Alright, I just ran out of gas at 462. So, and I just filled up 3 gallons of my rotor paxi. So 462 is my range. Let's go. Alright, it's been another couple weeks. The check engine light is off, so I believe the gas cap was the issue, which is awesome, obviously. It really messes up your confidence when you get everything done and you get check engine codes, you can't figure it out. It's kind of discouraging. But don't worry, you got this. It's relatively simple. I'm going to do a huge shout out to all the people in the Toyota forums. I'm sorry, I don't remember each individual name right now, but your guys' information set me up to feel comfortable doing this, and hopefully that's what I can do for the next round of people. I'm personally a lot more visual, so a YouTube video is a little bit better than reading through a forum. But yeah,
again, relatively easy job. It could take you less than one afternoon. I think it took me 6 or 7 hours. And again, that was kind of dilly-dallying. But check everything out. Read the description. I've got a ton of extra information in there that I didn't necessarily say in the video. Maybe little extra things to help, or if you're stuck or can't figure out how to do something, just check the description. There's a lot of stuff in there, and the links to those forum pages as well, where people posted the bolt hole locations, how to measure those out, all that stuff. If you do have any questions or anything, just leave a comment. I'll try to get to it as fast as I can. But please like, subscribe, engage with this video. If you like it, check out some of my other ones. I think I'm the only one that has a double cab Prinsu install. This truck doesn't have bolts, so you have to drill in. That's also scary. Check that video out. I've got a video, kind of, maybe not, the whole time of making this, but a generic overview of how I made my camper setup. So check out that video. We've got Baja videos if you're bored. Yeah, like, subscribe. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I'll catch you on the flop. Hey, you thought I was going to leave you hanging? Nah, the $1 million question. How much did all this cost? I think I calculated $783. You can't really beat that. I got the tank itself from LKQ for $388 from a crashed 2008 Tundra. Obviously, there's some risk there, but LKQ would stand behind the product. If it didn't work, I could return it. And then everything else I did buy directly from Toyota. So the frame assembly was $286 or something like that. The rest of the parts were, $100 for this, $50, $60 for that. I have it all listed in the description, but relatively inexpensive, and I don't think you could do it much cheaper than this. Maybe if you found a pick and pull, and you found a Tundra that had all the parts on it that you could take everything off of it, that would be probably the best way to make it even cheaper than this. But for less than $800, you can't really beat it. Like I said, the long range automotive and the transfer, or what's it called, transfer flow or whatever, they're like $3 grand. So I'm poor. I do all my stuff myself, and for $800, I'm cool with that. So yeah, enjoy your life. Get out there. Check out my other videos. You know what to do. I appreciate you guys.